You can just do a little bit of stretch and exhale down. Keeping the chin in. I turn the hands. I keep my chin in. I don't arch my neck. One more time. Okay, we'll do the next posture. And before we do that posture, we're just going to warm up the neck because there's this neck turn in this, right? So we can just take your hands, put it behind your ear, look at the opposite shoulder, and massage. Now you can really see this muscle on me because it's a, I don't know what that is actually. And I'm just going to massage this muscle and look. Take the opposite hand, opposite chin, and then look up. And just give that a couple of massages there, okay? Because we'll be turning our neck. Now we'll do the other side. So look at this chin, opposite hand, opposite side of the neck, and then look up. And maybe, 4. And just kind of get the neck going. Decided to, give you guys a little bit more of a thing today. You can also do this one. If you go to here and then just, it's kind of hard. There you go. Just from here, just come here. And if you work a lot at the desk or you have a lot of tension, just this way. Just come to here and go down. But the other side, come to here. But we don't do a lot of this in class. We did a little bit of this kind of stuff when we were meeting in person. All right, let's do the next posture then. Are you ready? So we're going to step out. Yeah, we sit into our hip a little bit. Put my hand together. Inhale. Exhale. And then turn and look. Hold the chin in. Inhale. And then exhale. Turn and look. So that we're working these muscles here, right? Inhale. Exhale. Turn and look. Inhale. Now remember, I'm turning my hip. I turn my feet with my hip. I want to work on this type of movement with the low body. Turn and look and settle in. Keep breathing. Don't forget about your shoulder blades. So we don't want to hunch over, right? Okay, inhale. Turn. And then look. Feet are, balanced in between the legs. Let's do it 2 more times. Feel the feet, both feet flat on the ground. This way you get a good stretch in the back leg. I'm pushing a little bit, getting a little bit stretching the nerves here. Okay, inhale. Okay, ready? So let's inhale up. One hand up, one hand pushes down. Fingers, the bottom hand fingers forward, top hand fingers pointing to the center, palm up. Nice stretch in the hand. See if you can open the side. And you want to allow this part of the body to, so the shoulder blade goes up like that. You want to allow that to naturally just rise. Okay, so you can let this go ahead and, shrug if you, I guess a good description. Exhale down. Stretch here. Try to lengthen the whole body. Okay. Okay, inhale up, keep breathing. Nice full breaths. Exhale down, inhale up, keep the chin in. Okay. Okay, let's go out to just a little bit of the twist. Okay, let's warm up a little bit with the robot. Okay, here's the robot. And we just kind of just alternate. And I want to keep my back neutral. I'm just going to try to activate the muscles here, trying to bring this one back and bring them both back. Keep the shoulders relaxing down. Okay. Just trying to alternate. Just activate. Okay, so ready, let's stretch out. Inhale, exhale. And this is just going to relax down. So not up, just relax down. Inhale. And next I can turn my hip. Inhale, exhale. Keep my knees following my feet. Okay. All right. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right. We'll go ahead and do the grab and throw down. Ready? So inhale up, throw down. 1, 2. Nice and easy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Okay, let's work a little bit of wrist health and grip strength. Ready? So curl up. 1, 2, 2. Then open up, turn, down, up, turn, down, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 1. Okay, shoulder blades, shoulder blades. I'm gonna just keep reminding you because I need the reminder too, actually. I think I missed one cycle, so here we go. And we'll just finish here. Good, and we can just, all right. Let's do a little bit of hip turning. All right, so let's just take it easy. Sit a little bit into the hip. Okay, so we're just going to do circles. Just feeling that motion, feeling that circle. Okay. And then we can go the other way. Feel your feet into the ground, by the way. All right. Okay, finally. Let's do this instead of the hamstring lengthening that we've been doing. Let's go 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Okay. And then push the back heel into the ground. I feel that stretch the calf. Just, and then hold your, just tighten your front part of your stomach. Open this up here. Let's try the other way. So I'm just trying something different. Usually go, oh, who's this? Oh, here's D. Very good. Okay. Excellent. Good morning, D. Welcome. Good morning, D. Welcome. We're just stretching the calf muscle here. Let's turn about. We'll do one more exercise to get D kind of in the zone here with us. So I'm just stretching the lower part. Now I want to take my pelvis and rotate it a little bit. Okay, I don't want to arch my low back, so I'm trying not to arch my. I'm just gonna no, but some of you may not have to take this long way, but if you could just keep your body straight instead of like that, then you'll get that stretch right here in the iliopsoas. Okay, or your hip flexor, which our hip flexor gets tight and shortened because if we sit a lot, if you have hobbies like it that you sit a lot with or something. Hold your core. Good. All right. It feels good. We should do the hamstring stretch just because it feels good. So heel here, and then just sit back with the hip. And just lightly till you feel that tug. That's all you need. So and then you just breathe into that. Okay. The thing with the body is like if you subject it to too much pain, it tightens up and it doesn't like what you're doing. Right. So you want to be able to breathe in and ease yourself in so the body, your central nervous system, can say it's, that, oh, okay, this is fine, it's cool. You can do this. Let me just breathe into that. Okay, and then let's come on up. Go ahead and give ourselves a massage. We'll work a few swings. Okay, just be light with yourself. Don't try to torque your body. Okay, keep the arms down a little bit. Try to think with the hips. Move from this. If you want, you can put your hands on the center. Give myself a little wider space. And feel how you can feel like you're pushing yourself off one foot into the other, okay? Without, we're not doing this with the arms, just relax. Now, give yourself a little percussive massage. Allow the neck to turn with the body. Okay, keep everything under control. All right. Okay. All right. Let's do the first movement with the Tai Chi form, and we'll practice the pushing, and we'll do some form. We'll kind of get some movement going, and I think it'd be great. Okay. I'm thinking I might keep it at the profile, the portrait mode to start. Okay, well, let's do the first movement. I'll face this way, I think. See this? This is a kind of a challenge, right? Here we go. All right. So pulling the chin in, thinking of the shoulder blades tucking, the bottom of the shoulder blades tucking into my body. Okay, so we do the posture. So the first posture, we just find our alignment, feel the feet into the ground. Notice, what the feet are doing. Like, am I engaging? Am I pushing the balls of the toes, the balls of the toes into the ground a little bit to help create a little bit of an arch? I feel the heel. Okay, so are my feet supporting me? Are my feet supporting me? Is my hip in alignment? Trying to get everything. Just be aware of it. When you're just even standing, it's even standing is a practice, right? Standing is a Tai Chi practice. We worked on this trying to just relax, trying to get the shoulder blades up, breathing into the belly, pulling the chin in, feeling that stretch in the back of the neck. Ready? Knees are soft. So let's go with the first move. And just feel the weight of the arms. Feel how that affects your body. All the little muscles that have to work to keep you standing up straight and not falling over. If you have any tension, even just doing this, notice your tension. Maybe it can go away. Keep breathing. There's no really special breathing. It's just your normal relaxed breathing. And then your breathing will naturally slow down because our movements just will be slow and calm. Okay, from here, I'm feeling a little bit of a push in the hands. I'm gonna do the first move. I'm just gonna come out and I can face it. Now you can guys go either hand or either foot, doesn't matter because this is Zoom land and it doesn't matter. One. But this way you can get a little bit of a different feel of what I'm doing. Okay, weight on the front foot, heel off the back foot, step out to the side. Let's go over here. And we just hang out here for a little bit and feel like the arms are resting on a table. Okay, you don't have to hold them up, let them rest. And then I'm going to peel up my back foot and come this way to you. Okay, so either hand forward is fine. You don't have to match. Okay, and we'll just go one way. One. Okay, so let's just do this again. One, turning with a little bit of the hip. Turn back with the hip. So you notice how my hip is working. Two. Okay, so now we're just going to practice this backward and forward motion. So either foot forward is fine. Just relax. Just feel what the weight of the body is doing. Okay. Work on what your knee is doing. Is my knee caved in? Oh, I want my knee to be straight. So what we're doing is actually just training the body to have proper alignment. So when we go out in normal life, the body will hopefully be aligned properly and we can just function in a more comfortable way. I'll give you side view. Wrists are relaxed, elbows relax. Everything just kind of sinks in. I'm going to try to use my legs to kind of push me into this and push me back out. Now, I do want to show you that I'm not leaning back and leaning forward. I'm allowing my legs to move in the hips. One, you can inhale. You can feel it pushing down. So get a little bit of muscle activation by pushing down a little bit and then using the legs to push out. Okay? So you can do a little bit here. So pulling back, if the heaviness of the arm pushes down a little, and then the legs push out. I do want to get away from this kind of thinking. So I want to get everything coordinated. I want my hands to feel part of my hips. Okay, and get back here on the mat. Working on my posture. Hands are relaxed. Okay. Now the hands, you think of them as delicate instruments. Okay, now as instruments, they need to be active, right? So the instruments can't fall asleep, but they can't be tense, and they're like pieces of wood. So the hands are relaxed, but they're being sensitive. They're noticing what they're feeling. Maybe you can imagine feeling the air in your space. So we're going to work a little bit of this stationary practice. A step up. Keep the leg, try to keep the same height. Bring the other foot here, and then we're going to step back with the other foot. We enter the next move. I can sit a little bit in my hip here. I'm going to push one. We're going to try to do, we take a couple of simple moves. We're going to link them together. Feel everything just kind of soften a little bit. But when I'm here, It's not so soft that it falls apart. It's just soft, but it moves, right? You don't have to be hard, like a rock to be strong. You just have to like move and think everything is moving together. Take the tension out when you pull back. So the trick of this is just imagining you are moving something and you need to use your whole body, but you don't want to be harsh, right? You want to just kind of just melt in and move into the space. Now let's change this. We're going to do one more. We're going to change this. And we're just going to rotate to the front, turn the hips, turn the feet. And then we're just going to do our cloud hands. So we notice how we go from one move to the next. Okay. Now the cloud hands, go slow. Feel your weight into the feet and feel your weight into the hip. Okay. And I do want to give you a couple clues with this. So I want to avoid this. Okay. You see what I'm doing with my chin, right? Don't do that. Try to keep your chin in. All right. I'll tell you a story here. One, two, right? So I'm going to move a little bit with my hip. I'm going to move my hip joint one way, move my hips the other way. So all that swinging we do, that's to help you with that. Okay. And now we're going to just kind of sit into the glute muscles, the gluteus maximus muscles. Okay. Have those big muscles support us as we move, as we turn our hips slightly. Have the hands just follow the turning of the hip. So I'm not letting my hands kind of go like this. The hands are following the turning of the hip. It's more about this down here than it is about the hand and shoulder. Try to keep this relaxed. So try to keep that relaxed. Remember, the bottom of the shoulder blade tucks into the body. Help us keep up. Now, as we turn, we're just doing this very simple kind of turn. But as we turn, we have a central line in the body. So you think your body's just rotating about this central line, and the hips are kind of like the motor or something that's turning that center. And we can just go very simple steps. Just a little bit of leg work. And what do I mean with that? Weight is on this leg. Hip, leg, butt supporting me. So my knee can stay stable. And I can come out. One. Okay. And then as I put the weight, I'm going to put the weight on the other leg. Balls of the feet heel, supporting my weight. And I can go back the other way. Now you guys can take more steps. Obviously, I don't have as, I'm doing the portrait mode on the camera because it seems you can get the full body much better. Okay. Now, I think there's like some, I wouldn't call it a controversy, but do you do the toe first, right? I mean, the ball of the foot first, or do you do the heel first? Don't worry about it. But I want you to think about more is like when I put my foot down, as my body supported, is my knee in line with my foot? Do I have an arch in my foot? Okay. And if you want to put your heel, it's easier for me to put my ball of my foot down. But some people may put the heel down. don't, it's not that critical. What's really critical is how you're supporting your body, how you are turning the hip, okay? And how you're protecting your knee. And we're using this to strengthen the hip joint, the muscles around the hip joint, the leg joint, and the feet, and just trying to relax the body. Breathe into this. The more you can relax and breathe, the more this your body will program this into you. Okay, just notice what we're doing. Notice. Feel the strength in your legs. Okay, so let's do one more to the left. Or to whatever, it just doesn't matter which direction you do. Okay, now we're just going to step into single whip so you can practice that posture. Out to here. Okay. All right, so single whip. It's like this. Again, don't worry which hand you have forward, which hand you have back. Okay, so what I want to do is just get away from this to that. Notice how my shoulders just kind of slope down. Okay. And this hand, depending on what's going on with you here, some people a little bit different. So do not try to get this up here if this is creating tension here, because then you're straining the small muscles in your shoulder. Okay. The muscles in these muscles here, this shoulder is a super cool joint, but it's also very delicate because it has to move so much. You have to really just let the arm rest. Okay. Let the arm rest. Okay. To move the shoulder up, you have to kind of work with the shoulder blade. You let the arm rest. And use this kind of posture to just almost like test yourself with like, can you let this rest? And so you can just see if you can rest the body. My body weight's like right through here, even though one leg is slightly more forward than the other. And just notice that, just let the elbows relax and rest. You can look through the tiger's mouth. This is tiger's mouth. All right, and so, and then let's just do one more move so we can work a little bit. Anyway, so instead of holding up my arms with the top of my shoulders, you can think you're holding your arms up, or you're just resting your arms on your shoulder blades. And your shoulder blades are kind of resting on your side. Okay, so we're just going to take the tension off now. Just sweep down and up. You see that right here. Let me show you with the feet. Okay, so just one, resting this shoulder, just resting, sweeping down and up. Okay, nowhere in Tai Chi am I ever doing this. And there's no exception to this rule. Right? There's no exception to this rule. We're not ever doing that in Tai Chi. Okay. And we should actually not do that too much in normal life. You might be doing like if you're doing some kind of exercise or something, all right? But when we do the Tai Chi form, the shoulders are always kind of slanted down. You can. Some people have a lot of tension. So in time, as we slowly move and feel the weight of the body, this will come down first. All right. So let's do, let's kind of put this this little form together that we have. I think I'll go portrait mode. We'll see how that works. not portrait, landscape, excuse me. Okay, here's landscape board. So I will face away from you so you guys can follow. You can take more space than I have because I'm using a small space today. So as just start from the beginning. Okay. Now, if you get lost with the handwork, don't worry about the handwork. Worry about what's going on with your feet and your knees. Okay, and your posture. I mean, right? You don't have my teacher, Master Chen, here to smack you in the head to help you. So, and I don't have him here, unfortunately. So otherwise, I guess my posture would be much better. Okay, ready? So let's work on being straight, feeling the feet into the ground, the heel, and all the balls of the toes. And if you want, you could like press on the ball of the big toe. And that might help you with a little bit more of an arch. If you did that, that would press on the ball of the little toe. Interesting enough. Right? Ready? Let's breathe. Let's take one more breath. Filling up the front, back, and sides. And then the next breath in, we'll just raise the hands. Notice what happened when we did that with the arms. Did your shoulder blades go forward? Right? Feel the shoulder blades go down, just like we were talking about. The tip of the blade go into the body. Down. Imagine as you let your hands down, your neck lengthens up so the tip of your head pushes the ceiling and your feet push into the ground. Okay. Relax, sit a little bit down, bend the knees, look to the right. Okay. So this is water of right. You step with the other foot out to the side. One. Let the arms drop. I'm going to make sure I'm going to look every now and then to the camera so you see what I'm doing. So I can see what I'm doing, I guess. Relax the shoulders. Turn the hip a little bit to turn the body. Turn the hip back. So I'm rotating here in the hip, but I'm keeping my knees over their respective feet. So I'm getting a little bit of this motion just within the hip joint. Now, if this is too much to remember, just remember, keep your knees in line with your feet. And I think you'll be fine. Okay, so let's go with the push. We're going to do the single whip. We'll just try to work with a few moves today. Here's our single whip. Okay, now from single whip, let's go and do our cloud hands. Okay, nice and easy. Make sure you're stable on that left foot, on this foot here. As we transfer weight to weight, and we transfer weight to weight, not by shifting over, but like almost like by turning of our hip, stepping out. So here, let me show you. I'm turning my hip to transfer the weight. Okay. I'll explain. And then I'm going to turn a little bit to transfer weight into the other leg. I'm going to do one more. And I'm going to go back again the other way. So I'll just go back again the other way. So you can just do two directions. Makes it more balanced. Turning the body to bring the weight into the foot. So this works that little bit of hip joint movement. Okay. I'm just going to show you what I mean by how we shift. So it's not like a very two-dimensional shift, right? This is, so it's turning my hip into that leg. Okay, let's do a couple more. Let's do a couple the right way. Keep breathing. Okay, I'm gonna go the other way now. And then we'll go into our single whip. Okay, ready? So let's do our single whip. Okay, so here's our single whip. So remember what we talked about, good stability in between legs. So the legs are like a tripod. Okay, just a slightly more weight in the front. Relax the shoulders down, pull the chin up. So the body sinks down into the earth, the head pulls up into the sky. Okay, shoulders relaxed. Open the hook, look ahead of you, look this way. Open the hook, relax down, and then one. Okay, so let me just show you the front view. Okay, here's the front view. Okay, and let's try the next couple moves. Relax down. Make sure the back knee is supported. It's supported on its foot. So the foot needs to support the knee. Okay, we're just going to step over a little bit. And then this is white crane spreads wings. White crane spreads wings. What I want you guys to focus on is not doing this. Just that. The height of this at the moment is irrelevant. The tension here is what's most important. Okay. So don't try to reach here and try to keep this nice. And this is why you can keep the shoulder joint here open. So we're not like pinching the tendons or ligaments that sit in the shoulder. Ligaments, I think they're ligaments. Okay. And the back foot is really on. So the back foot's engaged. So I have to create that heel to support my knee. Okay. And I'm strengthening this back foot. Right? I'm strengthening this back leg. The front foot, the balls, it's on the balls of the toes. The balls of the foot, not on the toes. Balls of the foot. Okay. The metatarsals. Okay. Heel slightly off the ground, or you can even let the heel rest on the ground with the front foot. And then feel the weight of the arm. So turn the palm over and feel the weight of the arm just drop. Ready? So just feel the weight of the arm drop without you collapsing. Just feel the weight of the arm just drop. Okay, so ready? Just feel the weight of the arm drop. Bring this one up. Okay, so let's try again. So it's kind of like when one goes down, it's like the elevator. All right, so here's the elevator, here's the weight. And then 1, 2. And let's try our brush knee. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Now this right leg might get tired, so you want to use your butt, use the big muscles of your leg, the hamstring and your butt muscles to carry you. And then right here, it's my legs are loaded. I'm going to drive the weight of my back leg and drive it into the front leg a little bit. Okay, but I'm not falling on my front leg. Okay, you always want to be balanced and touchy. So speaking of balance, so here I am in this posture. I feel both feet are on, my head is up, my chin is in, my shoulders are relaxed. You guys are doing real Kung Fu now, to let you know, because we're doing this in a very strengthening kind of way, without a lot of tension, but having you work these postures. Good. Okay, just to be balanced, we're going to try the other side. So when I go to the other side, I'm going to rotate the, the leg in the left hip joint. So I move the whole leg. Okay. So I move the whole leg. So I used my heel as the pivot. And then I'm gonna just peel off the back heel. So I just peel off the back heel. And the strengthening part is I try not to unload the front leg. I could just, if I want, I could drag it if I have balance. If I need to work on my, and I can just drag it through and then drive this leg into this leg. Okay. And then you can feel this posture. Remember we did this as a part of our warm-up? Okay. And then feel the stability of your hip into this posture. Feel this knee and this foot are working together. My arch is on. All the big balls of the foot are into the ground, pushing into the ground almost. And the back foot, the heel is pushing into the ground. I can feel the balls of the back foot also in contact with the ground. And I'm going to try to adjust this leg if I need to, make sure that this back knee feels comfortable. Okay. Everything feels strong and supported. Okay, I'm just going to do a step up and step back. So I'm going to step up and step back. Good. Let's go to the front. We do cross hands. All right. Now, when we do this again, now, if this seems a little bit intense, type of practice, it just kind of occurred to me. It could be intense for some because we're holding these postures a little bit longer, so you guys can get that sense and feel of it. But take a break if you need to. You don't have to go as deep. What I want you to do is just make sure that your joints and your alignment, right? Your joints are supported properly and you have good alignment. That's more important, right? That's more important. Okay, and that you're breathing and you're relaxed. So this way your brain, your central nervous system won't freak out and it will allow your body to remember all of this. All right. I'm sure Karen can speak more to that than I can. But okay, so let's just start again. And I do want to make sure we work on our one leg stability moves in the posture. So we'll work on that. So let's just start again. This time I'll try to go all the way through without all the explanation. All right. I will remind you to work on your posture. Okay, and begin. I'll call out the names of the moves, so it will start slowly sinking in to your memory. So this is Waldorf right, Waldorf left. This whole sequence next is called grass sparrow's tail, but so this is grass sparrow's tail. This is roll back. Press. Make it a little closer for you guys. Press. Okay, I'm going to pull back and I'm going to push. I'm going to use my hip, push in, and then we'll do the turn to single whip. Single whip. I'll say one thing. There's a tendency when we have our arms out like this to pinch the shoulder blades. Try to let the shoulder blades open, but keep the head up. Then we'll work on our cloud hands. And remember, we're turning the body to change the weight from foot. Turn the body. Turning in the hip, that is, turning into the hip. Turning into the hip. We'll work a little bit more on that. Okay. So we're going one way. Let's go the other way. So we have balance in the movement. Okay. Let's do one more this way. And then we'll do one more the other way. And then we'll go back to single whip. Okay, let's do single whip. Okay, remember, don't pinch the shoulder blades here. Just let them be open, but keep the head up. Open the hook. Okay, this is called lift the hands. We let the hands drop. We step back a little bit and then white crane spreads wings. Let the hand drop. Okay, we'll do a couple of these brush knees now. Let's go one. We're just going to do the brush knee. We won't do the play the peacock. Two. I like us to do like, all the big moves. Three. Okay, brush knee. Now, I've been working with you guys on the next move. So needle at the bottom of the seat. So we're going to do needle march. You can bring the front foot a little bit closer and hinge the hip. Keep the shoulder blade tucked in. Like keep the shoulder blade tucked in and just hinge the hip. Keep the chin in. So we're engaging these big muscles here. And then I'm going to drive off my back heel and unhinge my hip. Okay, that makes sense? One. And I'm going to go again. I'm going to brush knee. This is why I want to get you guys to do both sides. Brush knee. Okay. Push off, step back. And we do the other side. Hinge the hip. Okay. And just go, be gentle with yourself. Just go slow. Make sure you feel everything's lined up. That you have your arch on your back foot. Okay. That you're keeping the hinge in here. You're pulling the chin in, keeping the shoulder blade tucked into the body. And step out. One. I'm just going to come turn and we can finish here. Okay, so let's just practice a little bit with the, let's do a little bit of the cloud hands again. Take a little break. So you can see what I'm talking about with the joint here. So here, let's just kind of relax a little bit. I can just start with my single whip. Again, you can go with either hand, either side. Now notice I'm turning my hip into this leg. And when I go, I'm going to turning a little bit into this. And I'm really watching, making sure this knee is over the foot. Okay. And then I'm going to turn, because I'm taking the weight and putting it in the leg. So I put that weight in the leg. I'm going to turn into this. Versus something like this. Just, see, it's very like linear. Okay. So this is it's a little bit of a different move. So what this move is helping you do is just trying to get this rotation again and actually strengthen that rotation for us, developing the muscles that actually do that for us. So let's just try it. Let's just a couple times so you can just kind of practice a little bit, and then we'll work a little bit of our hip hinge again. And then we'll just do a little bit of the kicks and we'll finish off with some qigong. Okay, so just go slow. Just see if you can feel it. Make sure your feet are on. Keep the chin in. Try to keep upright. There's no need to go low in this, right? It's all about just movement. And once you get the movement correct and the alignments proper, you can start challenging yourself with deeper stances if you choose to. Okay. So let's just do single whip from here. And then we'll just do our brush knee from here. So I'll give you this move here. Okay. So here's our hip hinge. Thinking of hinging at the hip. You see how that hip hinges? I don't need to go low. A lot, you see people who do Tai Chi, they go way down here. It's not necessary. I would be as arrogant to say it's probably incorrect. But here, I'm really working the quadricep, the front of the leg, the hip, and the hamstring. And I'm really working on creating an arch in my back foot. Okay, and then I'm gonna unhinge to come up. I'm not curling my spine up. I'm unhinging my hip, come up, and then I'll step forward. Okay. Let's brush knee the other side. That's an easy transition. Come back, draw this leg in, and then hinge with this hip. Okay. Keep the chin in, hold the head up. Keep those shoulder blades into the body. Okay. And you can hinge a little bit more if you like. But make sure that this leg here is on. Make sure that arch in the back foot is engaged. Okay. And then unhinge to come up. All right, so let's come here. Let's do a little Qigong to finish. So let everything just relax. Okay, so when we let everything relax, we let it relax in alignment, right? So I don't want to kind of relax like this. I want to relax in a good aligned posture. I actually have an appointment at 10, so I'm going to have to get going myself. Keep breathing. Okay. Every time you find yourself needing a little, adjustment to your posture, make sure when you adjust yourself, that you breathe with it. Okay. Don't just force yourself to be upright. So if you notice you're hunching, just breathe in there, just relax as you move into a good alignment. Then your body will see, oh, it's way better to do, to be aligned. All right, very good. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. All right, I will, class is it. Some of you guys I might see Thursday outside, some of you may not. So I'm going to end the recording.